Hello, good evening. My name is Morgan, and I welcome yous all back to Gothic 2. Sorry, I'm a little out of it tonight. I want to get this, I want to stream tonight because I don't think I'll be able to for the remainder of this week. But I have a horrible headache right now. That is affecting my general brainage. I'll try and get through it. It'll be a shorter stream, so I can retire early. But we got stuff to do. The whole first chapter is quite an endeavor if you really feel like doing everything. I could use one, couldn't I? This whole first chapter is very loud because of this music. But it's quite an endeavor if you want to do everything. Somehow always forget there's just a random dragon route 10 steps from the gate here. I kinda sorta, even though it's absolutely pointless, I want to go up and meet Niklas, the most unimportant NPC in the entire game, because he's such an odd feller. I have 2 packages. One thing that does kind of bug me about this game, I don't like how a lot of the side quests have increasing XP rewards if you put them off for later chapters. It means you really want to maximize things. You should postpone a lot of the quests. Owie. I got boars that are crazy. I mean, the increasing XP rewards are not really substantial enough to matter, I feel. Ah, loser. Owie. I love the scavenger AI. Somehow goofier than the other enemies who use a similar, carrion AI, where they go for corpses as long as you haven't harmed them. Yeah, I know. Just means if you are of the min-maxing sort, technically everything should be postponed until the last chapter. Last chapter you can do them. Luckily, I'm not a min-maxing sort, and I prefer to get my XPs early on. I'm a cheat. Nothing I couldn't do if I didn't know how to sneak. Or if I did know how to sneak. I never really thought about it, but it's funny how Risen has a ring that gives you the ability to bend your knees and walk slowly. As in sneak. Oh god, sound effects. Another one of the weirdest random items. An inexplicably different leather satchel. Has a whole unique icon. and less money than any of the rest. I don't know why a part of me to this day still expects when you open a leather satchel to get money that it makes a jingly shing sound. Yeah, potion quick healing. I love that item because it's called quick healing and it takes 4 times as long to use. This has always been kind of the weirdest part of the island to me. Like it... Probably the least utilized. It's a big-ass forest. With some snappers. And a view of the Osh. That's what I'm saying. Like, I have to make a point to come out here. Owie. There's not even much to find. The only thing that would ever send you out here is Vino's Still is kind of in that direction. You don't have to come this way to get to it. And there's the one Shrine of Innos that you'd have to purify as a paladin. I do truly hate two-handers. They just do not jive with how I play. I don't know how you use them defensively. When there's such a, like, input, or, what's it called? Like the delay after you swing before you can do something again. There's like a term for it in general gaming. I forget what it is. But it's so much worse on two-handers that it makes using them and being able to dodge... Buffer, yeah. Makes using them and being able to dodge afterwards very annoying against most enemies.
Did you run away too?
What makes you think that?
Why would you come here all alone? There's nothing here.
I only wanted to have a look around.
Okay, be my guest. Would you like a piece of meat?
Meat.
Yes, gladly.
Here, the finest leg of mole rat, according to my own recipe.
So why are you here?
I can get a bit of peace up here. I always feel so restricted in the city.
Don't you have to work?
Everything I need I can get for myself. I cut the arrows, and nature provides the meat.
So, you're a hunter?
Yes, if you want to call it that. But I only hunt what I need for myself, not to earn money.
Not to earn money.
In that case, I'm sure you can teach me something.
Why not? I could show you how to handle a bow.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that. I was, reminded of an old FPS that I played a lot when I was a kid called Viet Cong. And I'm pretty sure that one of your squad mates in the game is also voiced by Milton. And he does, like, a yeehaw southern accent. Let me look it up. Forgot what the guy's name was. I was reminded of the game recently, so I started, like, watching a long play for a minute. And recognized the voice. Great, everyone's just credited as voice. So I will look up Gothic IMDb instead. Not 1986. John Sherian. That man does not look like what I expected. Why do I feel like that's a miscredit? (2001) Gothic Milton. 2002 Viet Cong. I was correct. Was he not credited in Gothic 2? Anyway, doesn't matter.
Show me how.
I have never watched Moomins, no. Ooh, I don't know anybody who has. It was not a thing in the US, really. I know there are English dubs of it. I don't know if they're originally English. I don't think they were. I don't know what they were. Finish. Well, it's a long game. I'll finish eventually. Ha. Why don't we listen to it now? Probably get copy slammed, but who cares? Woman Papa Sing. Sings the intro. All right.
Here they are for one and all. The Moomins are about to call. Come on and sit down here with me. They're here for you on your TV. They are the Moomins.
I would never recognize them. Absolutely had no idea. I still don't believe you, in fact. So Val, this is the guy you think is Trokar? And you believe he was murdered by Niklas? Look, it's obviously him. I know that. I'm not accusing you of lying. But I would never have placed it. Even hearing them back to back. Well, there's no animals up here. I don't know. I don't trust Niklas. Is there? Elaborate. Remember, I always wanted these cliffs here, because they look so very climbable. You absolutely cannot find a way up or down safely. What a bump. I want another weapon. I really don't like the look of this weapon. It's kind of silly. Kind of reminds me of the, like, weird pole arms used by the elves in the intro of the Fellowship of the Ring. MS Bartok missing Trokar. Do you have any idea what it's supposed to do? Is there a way to, like, run it in-game and get something to happen? Bartok wants his hunter friend Trokar back. Okay, so presumably the intent was that Trokar could be found either in Jarkandar, in the bandit camp, or just somewhere else. And you would have been able to resolve that quest and give them a happy reunion. Where am I going? I forgot. Bandits, pirate trade, blood chalice, stone tablets. Oh yeah, we can drop off the rest of the stone tablets. See, it never, like, dawned on me for the longest time, because by the time you get to all of the, like, freeing all the guys from the bandit gold mines, like, you think of all the names and you remember where they came from, so you go check in on them once they're back. But since Trokar never shows up, you don't think about him anymore.
About those stone tablets, I've got some.
Thank you. That's enough. Now I could keep my promise to the water mage in town and then go home at last. I'll pay you for them, of course. I'm going home now. Come with me if you like. Maybe I can sell you a few things that might interest you when we get there.
I don't think you can. So no idea why the game makes you, like, freezes you in the dialogue, so you watch him get up. Like, the only time it ever does that. Probably a lot of things I want to do now. I'm trying to think if there's any reason why I would want to go to Jarkandar this early. Don't feel like there is. There were perhaps weapons I wanted. Where did all these come from? They weren't there when I came by with Larry. McGlock. Haha, idiot. Haha, idiot. How should I go about Greg's cave? I don't think I can abide all of the Black Goblins wailing on me. Let me get some Firestorm scrolls. If anybody sells any. It seems like wolves are weaker than anything else that has like the same level. Goblin Breeze. I don't have a Firestorm, do I? Nay. Scrock! I also inexplicably seem to get crits against wolves more often than any other enemy. Like, I didn't get a single crit on that scavenger. Every wolf I've encountered in quite some time has died in one hit. There's something about the giant rats in this game. They remind me of the giant rats in Dark Souls in the way that, for some reason, it is like nigh impossible to deal with them without taking a hit. And they do so much more damage than you feel like a stupid, shitty little rat should. The song is a voice sample that I can't get over, where it just sounds like some guy's going, how? How? God damn it, with the fucking input delay. It happened again! I get hit for nothing. What are you stuck on? Stone tablet. We determined that there's an efficient way of giving the stone tablets to Vatras, right? I've already forgotten what it was.
Hey, you!
Innos be with you.
Where will this path take me?
The path leads to the monastery of the Magicians of Fire. However, access is permitted only to the servants of Innos.
I think I want the
If
mana,
you want to be
because
accepted as a novice in the
you don't give much else worthwhile.
You must bring a sheep and 1,000 gold pieces.
Weird inflection, buddy.
What are you doing here?
I am a magician of fire, a priest of our god, Innos. This shrine is consecrated to him, the highest god, the creator of the fire and lord of justice. People come to me in order to pray to Innos and be blessed. And for a small donation, you can get many useful things from me.
Weird roundabout way of calling yourself a trader. You have no firestorms. Only gives mana points if you give more than 10. 1 point for every tablet. Okay, so if I give him... Yeah, I think I knew that. If I gave him... The most we can give him now that I've given 3 to Errol, unless I steal them back from him somehow, is 23. So I'd get 23 mana. Yes. That I do. It's a funny way to go about it, but it's just a way for them to prepare for any contingency. There's some really funny ones, where like the voice actor recorded the lines in his normal voice, but they were used on a character where he was doing an embellished voice. The one I think of is Crimson, the guy who melts down the ore nuggets. He's normally doing like a raspy, gravelly voice. But then when he tells you how much he'll give you for your ore nuggets, he just goes, 10 gold pieces. Yeah, again, they recorded, every actor recorded every increment of gold that they felt like they were going to use, just in case. And then half of them recorded a bespoke line for the situation anyway. I could do the bottoms up now, but I don't feel like I should. Because Randolph loves to go through the bandit path and get died.
Certainly.
He never would have thought of that himself.
I'm gonna hustle back town. Zurus may sell some firestorm spells. Actually, why don't I do the smart thing, and instead of wasting my time, I go check my list. Still have my list from the Scrolls-only challenge days. Teleports if you run straight to the tavern. Well, not if you're... I mean, yeah, he does. As soon as he's unloaded. You don't have to run straight for the tavern. You can just run in the opposite direction. Gothic 2 scrolls. Small firestorm. Oh, I got one supposedly in the plateau near Nicholas. Why don't I seem to have it? Oh, I do, idiot. I mixed it up with the large fuego ball. We'll see how that do on the dudes. This is a Piranha Bytes marathon, Vana. I have a spreadsheet of all the scrolls you can get in the game that I used in my Scrolls-only challenge. So whenever I wonder where I can pick up a scroll, I just refer to that. The one you made? No, I made this one. I made it off of a wiki, the one with the weird German name that I can't pronounce. But it is my list. Huh. Yeah, maybe I can deal with the stupid dudes. Stupid heads. Whatever. I'll use the storm anyway. Storm of Fuigus. Into all Scrolls locations in-game with images on the English and Polish wiki too. Well, I did not use that wiki. Not that it makes a difference where I got it. I'm basically saying I did not perform the research myself. That barely did jack squat. Why does Firestorm suck? know what? That might have done so little damage because of the way damage sometimes bugs out in this game. You aren't focused on the enemy with a spell anymore. Bro, just die to pieces, would you? Scrambly bitch-ass goblins. I know you think it would. I just don't think I could tolerate it. Well, I didn't have a choice, Val. Yeah, it's stupid. I hate that bug. I'm not going to dig the hole until we come here with Greg, because I don't know if that breaks anything. Why do both of these games have different and incredibly frustrating bugs with the way spells work when you run out of a scroll? I'm asking how they managed to break it in two different ways when both games have majority the same code. It's impressive what they managed to fuck up.
Let's visit the cave.
Come with me.
We had to watch him stand up too now. And he ran into the wall like a dumb shit. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
All right, friend. Here's the cave. And here's a pick for you. I buried the stuff somewhere in there. X marks the spot. What are you waiting for? Go inside and get the stuff.
What about you then?
Someone has to guard our backs. And now, in you go.
My favorite thing about this is that Greg is obviously a badass motherfucker of his own. But it makes no sense he couldn't come in here and take care of this business himself. And instead, he hires us, a weakling shithead, to go deal with all the monsters for him. Because he charges into the bandit camp and single-handedly takes them all on.
I think
But he won't deal with a few goblins.
What took you so long? Found anything yet?
Yes, I dug up a small bag of gold.
Give it here.
Here you are.
Great, so they're still there. You're not all that useless after all. Okay, listen. I've buried even more, and I want you to get it for me. Let's see. There's an islet in the small lake with the two waterfalls. One of my caches should be there. There are two more spots where I buried something further up, in the high pastures. One spot is behind the farm up there, and the other one's next to the entrance to the pass by the waterfalls. There are stairs leading down from the fields of the farmer up there to those of the landowner. There's another cache in the hollow where the stairs end. I'll wait for you at the crossroads by the landowner's fields. Don't fail me. You'll regret that, Buster.
Nah, Crayon's not Pronobites either. That's Pithead. I honestly can't decide whether or not I want to play that. I'm sure it'll be a laugh. But I don't think the last will last through the tedium of Bjorn with no budget gameplay.
That's all just gossip.
Been there, done that.
That's all just gossip.
It's all just gossip.
Been there, done that.
So much gossip. Yeah. Bjorn is a narcissist. What
That's
else is
all
new?
just gossip.
I'm staying out of it.
I'd have gone about it differently.
No, I forgot. I should have talked to Randolph first.
What are you doing here?
Shouldn't be skipping
Up
this.
until a few weeks ago, I was slaving away on the landowner's fields. One day it just got too much for me, and I took myself out of there straight away. Now I'm my own boss. Everything I own is in this chest here. That's all I need, too. Interested in a little contest?
All he needs for the rest of his life is a bottle of gin, a knife, and $10.
What kind of a contest would that be?
I call it bottoms up. The rules are quite simple. We take turns ordering a tankard of the best beer the old geezer has to offer. Every tankard has to be drunk dry, so that it doesn't even leave a ring if you set it on the table upside down. The last man standing wins. The loser pays the tab and a steak. Well, how about it?
Maybe some other time, when I'm not in a hurry.
I would love to know what he was planning for Elex 3, because, like, how do you make a black hole the arch nemesis and make that a compelling antagonist to fight against? I'm truly baffled by his decisions.
Could I bet on someone else, though?
Certainly. If you finally manage to find someone with the guts to go up against me, then I'll bet with you. Everybody pays the same amount into a pot. The winner gets everything. The size of the stake depends on your purse. Bring me someone who dares to go up against me and you've got a bet.
We'll get old Randolphini. I did this the inefficient way. I should have talked to him back on Ackles Farm before I ever came here. I'm sure they would have, but they would still have to come up with a whole new villain that somehow made a modicum of sense for the setting. Well, they already, like, bait and switched the fate of Dex. Because the CGI trailer had a zombie Dex at the end of it. And then he didn't even die from Dark Elex or whatever. He just killed himself. For stupid reasons. And a plot contrivance that made no sense. Apparently committing suicide was how he was able to open a plasma door that somehow Crony instead took down in his own cutscene. So, like, what?
Everything all right?
Yes, I'm fine. That Alvarez has become bolder and bolder lately. Good thing that's over now. What I could use now is a good drop in the tavern.
You're not from around here, right?
I come from the Southern Isles. At some point they said they needed people in Corinus because of that magic ore. But when I got there, they had this huge barrier in place, and I didn't want to go in there, so I started working in the harbor. Well, the ships stopped coming in, and so I went to work for Akil. I've had worse jobs, actually.
You hang out in the tavern?
That's right, but not recently. I cannot afford going there anymore.
What exactly is going on there in the tavern?
There's gambling there. Two fellows compete against each other. Whoever can hold the most beer wins. In the end, I did nothing but lose, and now I need to make some more money first.
They will probably just take it down, I'll be honest. Like, just stop selling the game. Because that's what they did. I mean, it's only one licensed song, so maybe they would just patch it out. But I remember Spec Ops The Line is no longer available for sale because they lost the license to all the music, and they just weren't going to go through the effort of, like, patching it out or renewing the licenses. So purely for music license, that game is no longer for sale. It's
Who did
basically
you go up
abandoned
against?
Against Rookar, that old good-for-nothing. So far, he's beaten me every time. But somehow, I have the creeping suspicion that the filthy swine has laced my beer with gin every time. I suspect he keeps the gin hidden in that damn chest of his, that lousy scumbag. Somebody ought to sneak some plain water into his chest. Then he could lace my beer all he wants. If I only had enough money to compete against him one more time.
I mean, how hard would it be? So I feel like you just remove the script that runs it. And then you can remove, like, the file. I know it's not just a video file. I don't know how the cutscenes work on a technical level. Well, so you remove the song. And then, technically, the cutscene would just be silent if it ever triggered. But then you remove the trigger that runs it. So that just never plays. And then I think problem solved. And if somebody, like, tries to patch it in so it runs the song, it runs the cutscene again, they just get a silent cutscene. I'm by no means a programmer, so I'm not going to say with confidence that that's the answer, but it sounds like it would be a completely functional workaround that would solve the licensing issue. The question is, do they want to pay somebody to do that? It's not much, but you need somebody who would be able to figure out Piranha Bytes' disgusting engine to get in deep enough to remove that. Or, again, you just patch the fucking WAV out.
I've got somebody who wants to compete against you.
Who might that be?
Randolph.
Randolph the Braggart. All right, why not? Send the wimp to me and the deal stands. You can pick him up again no more than 2 days later. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky and he'll be able to stand by then. How big is your bet?
My bet is plenty
100.
big.
That's what I like to hear.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
I'll take your bet and hold it until the contest is over, all right?
That's a little skeevy.
Here's my stake.
All right. Don't take too long bringing Randolph here, you hear?
Hear you here? I hear you here.
I'd have gone about it differently. That's no secret.
Oh, right! I almost fucked that up. I just took the gin out. I didn't put the water in. Thank you for bringing that up, Gurok. I know that wasn't your intention, but you just saved my $100.
Doesn't surprise me.
There's more, believe me.
I never knew that.
The things I could tell you.
I like how him losing all the rest of his stuff, he never suspects that somebody messed with his gin bottle. I'd also love to know how he pulls off spiking the drinks without his contestant noticing. Especially when his contestant suspects him. Quest when you're a paladin? Really? Holy shit, thank God I'm doing paladin so that we can see that. What's it about? This could very well be one of those things I learned and then forgot about. Oh, yeah. How does that resolve? I do remember it now. I don't remember the outcome. Give him, like, the Tears of Innos or something. Oh. Does that happen instead of getting the medicine for Tilda?
How much money do you need for the contest?
10 gold coins.
Oh, no, it is Sagita. You're right.
I'll give you the money to compete against Rukar.
Really? Thank you so much. I'll repay you soon. If I win, I'll even fork out a little more than that. I'll be seeing you.
Be seeing me. You know, it's another way to get him to just warp straight there is go to bed. Wake up, lady. Did you see me steal this? Nay. What's the greedy option? Why am I dark? 100% black. I'll try and kill these idiots. Ah, okay. Simple. Man, I had my struggles with Union. I'm fed up with it. There's 5 bandits? I always thought there were only 3 up here. By always, I mean this one time. Maybe I don't then. I need a way to cheese them. Amazing the things I forget after doing this 1,000 times. I will say the game has some cool, like, shadow rendering with the trees and shit. Considering it doesn't do, like, real-time shadows.
That will never change.
That was a fine mess you got me into. Now I can play lookout for Rukar again.
Why?
As long as he's holding his little contests in there, it's better if no outsider learns about it. It's not good for business, you see.
Been there, done that.
Really believe that?
That was no big deal.
It's a bad business.
1999. This is 2002, brother.
I couldn't get away with that.
Will it ever change?
I've got no time for things like that.
Time has not come.
What do you do about it?
These dudes putting down pints for a solid 48 hours until someone finally falls under the
Nobody
table.
will learn anything from me.
Tell me that isn't true.
He said 2 days.
Off myself. That was obvious.
There you are, finally. I've been waiting for you.
What happened?
The drinking contest is finally over.
Who won?
This time, Randolph has won.
Insisted he
Rukar must have been having a bad day. Oh, well, I hope that was the last time.
will it ever
I
change.
don't want that kind of to do in my house ever again. Remember that.
That will never change.
Like how he spends 2 days just standing at the door, not letting anybody in
That will never change.
because of this contest.
Wait a minute. Hangover?
No, I feel fine, really. It finally worked this time. Thanks again for your money. Here, take it back. Looks like Rukar won't be getting up anytime soon.
Randolph!
You seem to have bitten off more than you can chew.
Here's your money, and not one word more.
Mm-hmm. Let's go get some treasures. You mean in vanilla? Vanilla? No. There is a weird bug. So, the reason all the characters who have capitalized names are an unintentional spoiler to who's going to be possessed later in the... when you're a fire mage. Because for some reason, only they have that bug. But I've noticed, if you try to, like, change character names, for some reason, you can only do it in capital letters. I did this for a bit once. So now his name is capital, even though I typed it in mostly lowercase. Yeah, no, I did it the way I knew. The way I'm used to. So I have no idea why editing names, you can only get capitals. I don't know why they would have edited the names for the possessed idiots. I feel like that's probably what happened. I set a 60 FPS limit in the INI file, and it doesn't seem to abide by it. I forgot that there's one on the islet. Probably grab that one first. Boingus. Look at that big ass fish. That's a girthy grouper. Holy shit, he hurts. You absolute ass. Oh my god. You bitch penis. That's why I say I don't play these games back to back. My instincts are all off. Also, this would not be a problem if I was using one-handers. I know my rhythm with lurkers. Damn. Ay, 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 this little shithead. Yes, I do. Whee! God, they just hit slightly faster than I can fucking backpedal. No, I don't have the pirate armor DLC. I do have the stupid extra armor DLC for 3, though. The pre-order inclusion. Let's see if I can cheese the lurker using water. We get him in swimmage. All we gotta do is get over here to where I can walk, but he cannot. Shit. Shit. You dick nose. Oh my god. I'm drowning. I cannot move. I just cannot move. I do not. I needn't. I do love how that DLC, well, all the DLC for that game, is why we stopped getting debug modes in Piranha Bytes games. Blah, 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 blah. What is wrong with you? Sort your shit out. Yes, that is what I am referring to. Lurkers are so stupid. And you're also expecting outrage for a game that nobody really liked. Everyone who even knew about it had already downloaded it before that patch came out anyway. Or, activated it. Ow! What is with the noises?
Nothing amazes me anymore. Same old thing all over again.
That's exactly what we said, Gurok. Pay attention.
This here is your hut?
Yes.
Your hut?
Why? Anything wrong with it?
Don't you have any problems with the mercenaries?
As long as I don't interfere with their business, they'll leave me alone too. Moreover, they're good customers, and I pay them to keep an eye on my house when I'm not home.
Show me.
There isn't much.
As easy as that.
You have Amulet of Strength? I think I want that. I'm buying it.
Same old thing all over again.
A Battle Axe would be something, but can't have it now. I'm drinking that.
That's been known a long time.
Because I have a feeling Deep Silver demanded they do it.
You never would have thought of that.
They had already fucked up. People got the product for free when they weren't supposed to. And Deep Silver was pissed.
Sooner or later.
That probably would have been more effort than just disabling the console. And they had to get the patch out quick, because once people knew about it, everyone was doing it. Or everyone who was paying attention to a game nobody really liked.
Don't I know you from somewhere? Who wants to know?
I'm Buster, one of Lee's mercenaries. And you had better be a little nicer to me, or I'll have your hide. All right. What do you want here?
That's none of your business.
Nobody talks to me like that, you worm. I think it's time to kick your butt.
I never could, and I had the Steam version, so...
Go ahead, hit back. Yeah, let him have it. Show him. Yeah.
Owie.
Let him have it.
What are you doing, idiot?
Let him have it. Not bad.
I don't recall that being the input, though. It would make no sense if the Steam version still had it. Because that's how you were getting the DLC. I'm pretty sure Risen 2 had to be run. Maybe not. I don't remember. At some point, they started doing their games where you had to link it to a Steam account, didn't they? Even if you had the disc version?
All right. You're the better fighter. What do you...
Okay, maybe the reason
Do you really believe that?
it never worked for me is because I was... like, I think I read somewhere it was
It's no
still
secret.
Minsky. So that was the code I was trying to use. I don't know. We will try it when we get to it, but I have my doubts.
I want to find out more about the mercenaries in this region.
I can't tell you much about this region. You'd better ask the farmers. And as for us mercenaries, we have a very simple rule. If you can stand your ground, you're in. I think you're made of the right stuff to be one of us. But you shouldn't let it get to your head that you lucked out during our last fight. There are plenty of guys on the farm who are quite a bit better than I am. Sentenza, for one.
Yeah, because I think
He guards the
they
entrance
just
to the farm.
got lazy.
Whatever you
Like, Deep
do,
Silver
don't
demanded,
pick a fight with him.
required probably, that their games be DRM protected. And the easiest way to do that was to force it to link to a Steam account and use Steamworks.
What about this Sentenza?
He'll try to squeeze some gold out of you when you come to
I
the
don't know
farm.
how that really works.
He does that to all newcomers.
With a
And if
disc
I were
version,
you,
it probably
I'd
just won't
pay up.
run without a final
That's
install
what I did back then.
that comes through
And the
Steam.
good thing was that he voted for me afterwards. One good turn deserves another, he said. I lost all my gold in the bargain, but it wasn't much to begin with. And I was glad of it in the end. I once watched him beat up a fellow who had decided not to pay him.
Thanks for the hint.
Indeed. Could it be worth anything to you?
Here you are, 5 gold pieces.
Thanks, man. Looks like I can take a few tonight after all. I won't forget this.
You're welcome.
I want to join the mercenaries.
Anyone who can whack as hard as you shouldn't have too much trouble around here. My vote doesn't count much, since I haven't been here for long. But when Lee asks me, I'll vote for you.
Lee is the leader of the mercenaries, isn't he?
Right. Hey, now I remember where I know you from.
No, it does something.
You were in the colony, too.
Buster's vote
so I
isn't
was.
0.
I didn't see you when the Big Bang happened. Not
But
for
he
a
only
while
cares that
before
you got into a
either.
fight at all.
I had other
Oh,
problems.
that, no.
You've missed out on quite a lot, then. Things have changed since we were in the Slammer together.
What became of the mercenaries in the colony?
Once the barrier was gone, Lee let us out of the colony. He said that nothing could happen to us if we all stuck together. And he was right. It wasn't too long before we found ourselves a cozy spot right here. The landowner pays us to beat up the militia from the city, and most of us would have volunteered to do that even without pay. But NotR feeds us all, and we can bide our time until we see a good opportunity to get away from this blasted island.
It annoys me that when you become a mercenary, NotR basically has expectations for you. Everyone else gets paid to just hang around. But you actually have to do things, otherwise he won't pay you.
Can't rely on that.
boy. Hello. Can you hit the Pegasus? You stupid wolf. Oh yeah. Be putting that on. I love how these idiots just made a field around these stones instead of just getting the stones out of here. Obviously, they're very big stones, but you get a few people and some ropes, you can get it done. Or you just get some people with pickaxes to chip them down. Yes, I'm sure Corinus has a, like, public parks division. Let's see if I can take this thing on my own. I highly doubt it. Where's the last button? Nice. Great sounds. Ow! 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 I cannot. He is so pain. Alright, well, we're leading him to Buster then. There's the music. You dumb idiot! Oh, never mind. Now, let's leave him to Gregory instead. Gregory!
One
Nice.
less monster around.
What's that? Oh god. Frame rate. My frame of rate. My rate of frames. What has occurred? This man, I can't with the XP. Weebity weebity wee, weebity wee. Bennett's Rapier.
Nothing there.
Yeah, that crossed my mind too. It's odd. But yeah, I don't know. That's obviously not something they thought through. Block. Whoa! I died to birds. I honestly did not see that coming. Got too cocky. The thing is, I never had that bug in the past. I have no idea why I started getting it lately. I only really started getting it in the Scrolls run, but I've reinstalled the game since then, so what the heck? I've always used a mouse. What are you talking about? I was under the impression that it was a bug that occurred when you had the Gothic 1 controls enabled. Which I know, or which I do not. Yet it occurs. I disbelieve you. I don't feel like I ever used to get it. Watch my old walkthrough and see if it was actually occurring then, and I somehow failed to notice. Soap. The swaying trees is like such a nice touch, even though it looks a little janky. It's just like wobble wobble. Like, that's not a thing you saw in games of the day. I'm sure it would have, like, very visibly occurred. I am unconvinced of your assurances. Maybe you're right just because I don't turn when I'm locked on. But in the walkthrough, I was fighting groups of bandits where I had to constantly kite around them, and I would have been using the mouse at the time to do so. I don't remember the bug ever happening. Clack.
I think I've found something.
Got 2 lurkers squatting on the last thing. How do I dispatch? Soften up with fireballs, I guess. Bow. Sick. Oh, nice. Is a 2-hit wonder. Yeah, whatever. Use them all. Got my head. Oh, Lord! I've not gotten headaches like this in a long time.
I think I've found something.
I don't know what's with it. It just hurt. You all just nameless farmers? Yeah, Malak. With the sheeps? No, where's Malak? Oh, you are with the sheeps.
Hey! Everything all right?
Yet another day laborer who doesn't know where to go? No problem. Talk with our farmer Bengar.
I don't remember that line.
What are you doing here?
I'm the shepherd here. It's not exactly a demanding job. But now and then, you really have to watch out. Especially if you get too close to the pass.
What do you know about the pass?
Not much. Just that it leads to the old Valley of Mines that was surrounded by the barrier until a few weeks ago. Back then, the only thing we farmers had to be afraid of was the monthly caravan that took all kinds of goods to the Valley of Mines. Those cutthroats often made life difficult for us out here.
Where can I find the pass to the old Valley of Mines?
Near the 2 waterfalls on the other side of the high pastures.
What is it they say about the Valley of Mines?
All sorts of things. Some of the boys say they've heard screams at night. Some have seen strange lights over the mountains. But if you ask me, it's all just old wives' tales.
But there ain't no wives here.
Have you ever been to the Valley of Mines?
No. But I go near the pass once in a while. Then I always see those 2 paladins who stand around and keep watch. It looks like they're making sure that nothing
guess
comes
so.
out of the valley. Back then, the Valley of Mines was a
And
natural
they've always
prison.
been harassed by the
If you went
militia,
in,
so...
you never came out again.
Tell me more about the Paladins. How long have they been posted there?
A week or two, I suppose. I don't know exactly. Some time ago, there was even a whole troop of them that disappeared into the pass. Since then, I haven't seen them again.
I do wonder... I think the Paladins getting here is the toughest part to explain in the 2 to 3 week timeline. Because I presume it takes more than 2 weeks for a ship to get across from the mainland. And the only reason they came here is because the barrier fell and they needed to secure the ore. So if the barrier had not yet fallen, then somehow that message would need to get across the ocean to the king. You would need to organize a group of paladins to make it over here. And they would need to establish themselves in the city and get a group together to go march into the Valley of Mines and occupy the castle. All in about 3 weeks. Sounds a little sus.
I don't see any women here at all.
You got that right. This is a man's farm, so to speak. Works pretty well, I think.
This is a man's farm. Men work hard and get sweaty with other men, and then we sleep in the hay with other men.
You're the farmer here?
You could say so, but I'm really just a tenant. All the land here is owned by one big farmer.
How do you make a living?
Mostly hunting and the wood we cut. Of course, we also raise sheep and work the land. NotR saddles me with all these laborers, and I have to keep them busy somehow. Only a few of them are good hunters, you see.
Has anything strange happened around here lately?
Many strange things are happening these days, but none as strange as the mysterious disappearance of Pardos. He's one of my field workers, and certainly not the kind who would drop everything overnight and slink off just like that, you see.
What exactly is so strange about his disappearance?
Pardos is such a timid sort. The furthest he's ever been from the farm is to the end of my fields. He would run away at the mere sight of a meat bug. Those things may not be pretty to look at, but you really couldn't call them dangerous. They say there's people who eat them. Gross.
You get used to it.
Ah.
Maybe he was simply
They are
fed
fine
up.
with
Working
some
in the fields was his
mushrooms
life.
and rice.
I cannot imagine him having gone to work for another farmer. With me, he could do whatever he wanted.
Who said that?
Any clues at all?
I think those bandits must have dragged him off. They've been roaming around this area for days now. I once saw them drag a citizen of the town off to their camp. It looked like they were gonna make him a slave.
Where is this bandit camp?
At the far end of my fields, some steps lead down to a small hollow. That's where they have made themselves at home. I'd like to go look for Pardos there, but there's no way I'm going up against those guys. And you had better give him a wide berth, too. They're not known for their sense of humor.
Were the bandits carrying weapons when they passed by here?
What kind of stupid question is that? How would they be bandits if they weren't armed?
I mean a whole load of weapons. A big delivery.
I see. Yes. Now that you mention it, they were carrying lots and lots. Some in barrels, some in bags, and some on the cart they brought.
You're employing day laborers?
NotR sends away the workers he can't use on his farm. Then, he sends them to me. I feed them and they work here for me.
What do you think of NotR?
He's a greedy bastard who'll get us all hanged in the end. One of these days, the paladins will come out of the city and make us small farmers bleed for what he's doing here. But I haven't got a choice. The militiamen only come here to collect and not to defend the farm. If I held myself loyal to the city, I'd be very much on my own. At least NotR sends some mercenaries now and then to see how we're doing.
And lest we forget, the big mystery of that line and the extra outtake that used to be in the game and is still in the voice file.
What have you got against the royal troops?
It's obvious. There hasn't been any improvement now that the paladins are in the city. Just the opposite. Now these cursed militiamen come onto our land even more often and steal everything they can, and the paladins don't do a darn thing about it. The only paladins that I've ever seen are the 2 guards at the pass. They wouldn't budge an inch, even if the militia slaughtered us all.
The pass?
Yeah, the pass to the old valley of mines by the waterfalls at the other end of the high pastures. Ask Malak about it. He was there a couple times last week.
Unfortunately, Bengar has nothing to steal. Yeah, I probably should. I don't feel like I've been overdoing it lately.
I think I've found something. Hey! I found your buried things.
Then you should be carrying about 100 gold coins, a golden chalice, a silver dish, and an amulet, and they're all mine. Give them here.
Here's your stuff. 100 gold coins, a golden chalice, a silver dish, and an amulet.
Very good. You're lucky that you weren't dumb enough to simply take the stuff and run. Here's your share of the booty.
That's a smaller share than you gave me for the clothes.
How are things?
So. Those mercenaries aren't much help, really. I had expected them to have a little more guts at least. But they're just a bunch of braggarts and loudmouths, if you ask me.
What was your business with the mercenaries?
I already told you I'm looking for this fellow in red armor. But the idiots here have no idea what I'm talking about.
I take it you're looking for someone named Dexter?
Damn it, how would I know the fellow's name?
I know where you can find him.
Really? Tell me.
Not far from here. He seems to be the leader of an evil gang of bandits.
Ha! Yup, that's him. I knew the old landlubber'd hold up here somewhere. Now, all I need to do is scour all the hideouts and rat holes around here. I'll find that bastard. Don't need your help for that.
Fine, then. We'll see if I get to him first. Now, if you do this bit with Fester, you don't get the XP for the things he kills, if I remember correctly. But if you take out all of the field raiders early, then I don't think the quest happens. I don't exactly remember. Owie. Why is the input so stupid? Bro, with this strafing. Yeah, well, they can't compensate for every continuity error you manage to cause. I will just play it safe. I'll see if I can kill it, and if we can still go with Fester. Fester the Molester. If not, then I'll reload and leave that one alive. So he will absolutely snipe it and steal the XP.
What are you doing here?
I'm preparing for battle.
Why?
Lately, the farmers have had more and more problems with field raiders.
Well, they'll never be
A
happy.
few of them even managed to get themselves eaten. Fat NotR didn't exactly find that amusing. None of us got our pay for a week, and it was more or less my fault. Now Lee wants me to wipe out the creature's nest by myself, and the other boys have already made bets on whether I'll survive.
Are you a good fighter?
I'm fair with a sword, but with a bow, I'm very good. Why do you ask?
Are you fair with an axe? Because that's what you're using.
Where's the nest?
In the middle of the field here, in the big rock.
We could attack that nest together.
You want to help me? Why?
I want to see some gold.
You bastard. You want to take advantage of my situation, huh? Either I pay you, or I bite the dust. All right, I can pay you 50 gold pieces. That's all I got.
Let's attack the nest.
Right now? Or do you need to equip yourself first? You could go back to the farm first.
There's no time like the present.
Good. Then let's see what you got.
Okay, so we'll start anyway.
So, this is where they drag the dead farmers. Disgusting. The filthy things should all be wiped out now. Let's go back.
Alright, cool. So, all that matters is getting in here. So sick of all the single golds, but I gotta pick them up. Honk diddly honk diddly honk.
Wait a minute. What about our agreement?
Are you kidding? You didn't do anything for it.
I did everything for it.
I think your hide could do with another tanning. I don't like having my leg pulled.
Don't make me cry.
Really, you get way more for a single input with the leather satchels.
Where do you think you're going?
Picking up single golds is a waste of time. Imagine picking up 25 coins off the ground, one by one, versus picking up one item and then interacting with it. Sure, if you pick it up, it should just add 25 to your inventory. It makes more sense.
I wanted to have a look around.
But it's far less annoying than picking up individual
There's
coins.
a heap of trouble here for men like you. Are you telling me you just want to look around? Ha! So you're headed for the farm. Why else would you have
Why does he say the court?
Here, So don't give me any of that bullshit, and let me search you and you can go on your way.
Suit yourself. Search me then. Say,
Now
is that
then,
a face you have
let's
at
see
the
what
front of
we
your
have
head,
here.
or is it a butt?
Gold.
Lol.
It can be very dangerous carrying so much gold around. A lot of mercenaries are real cutthroats, not honest fellows like me. I only want 50
You still have to
gold
pick them
pieces
up
from you.
one by one.
That's the toll here. And you
For
only
a
need
quantity
to
of
pay
25,
once. That's
50, or
fair, isn't
100.
it?
It takes so much longer to pick up the single coins. You know, if I want a leather satchel, boom, right down here, because they're always towards the bottom. Quite easy to find. I save. Saving.
Say, is that a face you have at the front of your head, or is it a butt?
Your principles are misguided.
Okay, that's the way you want it.
That's okay, Val had you covered. She's always prepared to do it. Do I have an ice bloke? I don't.
Same old thing all over again.
I couldn't get away with that.
Let's do the Dexter bit, and then I'll probably wrap it up, because my head is killing me. Yeah, let's do peepees, too.
What are you doing here?
Guarding sheep. And if possible, staying out of trouble.
Doesn't always work, does it?
Nah, especially not with the mercenaries. I'm really glad to be out here in the pasture, although it can be dangerous too.
What's so dangerous in the pasture?
There's a small pack of wolves that roams the area. Lately, the damn beasts have come by and eaten one of my sheep almost every day. A few days ago, I had almost twice as many sheep. I don't want to think what NotR will do to me when he finds out.
Why didn't you tell the mercenaries about the wolves? I thought they worked for you.
I love how long that line
I
is
know.
that it gets cut off.
I should have done
in
that,
the dialogue
but
options.
I didn't, damn it. And now, with so many sheep gone, I'm afraid to tell anyone about it at all.
But you just told me.
I'm already regretting that, too.
What if I killed those wolves?
You? By yourself? I don't believe it. I'd sooner trust my bellwether to do that.
Forget it. It was just a suggestion. I'll go over to the boys and see what they say about it.
Wait a minute. Okay, you're the greatest and you can take on 100 wolves at once, no problem. Mostly they lurk between the trees near the pasture. I think there were only 4.
How are you? And how are your sheep?
I'm fine, and so are the sheep. That is, the ones that are still here are doing all right.
It's Bruce.
Nothing to plunder.
Nothing there. Nothing there.
I don't really remember the UI, dialogue UI of Witcher 1. Willowbow. I wonder whose camp this is and why they have an enormous hookah out here. Maybe this was Trokar's camp.
Hey! I've done in the wolves.
You did it! Thank Innos. But now I still don't know how to tell NotR that all those sheep are gone. It's all that damn Bulko's fault.
What did you say about Bulko?
He's one of the mercenaries. It was actually his job to guard the pasture. But instead, he and his pal Silvio hang around Thekla in the kitchen all day. It's that bastard's fault if I don't get paid for weeks because of the lost sheep. I wish I could at least punch him in the mouth for it, but nobody stands a chance against him. The guy's a killer.
Nope, makes sense. I don't hired him then. If only he applied that killing to doing his job. Can I feed this man? He needs a ham. I ate my ham. Never mind. Why did I eat my ham?
Halt!
Squawk.
You can't go through here.
I want to talk to your leader.
Oh, I see. You want to talk to my boss. Well, then of course I'll let you through. But only if you know his name. Because if you don't, I'll be obliged to kill you. Well?
Dexter.
Well, I guess you know the boss. Okay, I'll let you through. But I'm warning you, you get too close to anybody, you won't get out of here alive. So take a deep breath and leave your weapons where they are. You'll find Dexter in the house.
Is this too close?
It's exactly what I said.
It's his decision, wasn't it?
Hole in the rock where?
Nobody ever asks me.
Oh. Oh. Funny that.
Won't be treated like that.
I guess because when you approach this way, you just don't see it.
I used to say that myself.
Until it hits like the top left corner of the screen. Makes sense why they put the tree there.
Look who's here, the great emancipator. Well, hero, what are you doing here?
I'm looking for a few answers.
I never thought you'd come here voluntarily.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that I've been looking for you. Haven't you seen any of my wanted posters? They all bear your mug. Oh yes, you're very much wanted. Didn't you know that?
So, what do you want from me?
Me? Nothing whatsoever. But my boss is hell-bent on seeing you dead. So he wants me to find you and bring him your head.
They say that you're kidnapping people from Corinus.
So you found that out too. Good work, Buster. And here I
name's not
was
Buster.
thinking I had covered my tracks.
Where did those people disappear to? Maybe down the mine somewhere here?
They're far away in the northeast by now, where you can't get to them. I could show you where exactly, but I don't know why I would want to do that.
Who gave you this order?
My boss. He's a dangerous man. You know him. Raven, one of the former ore barons from the old camp in the Valley of Mines. He needs those people to fulfill his plans, and that's all you need to know.
An ore baron here in Corinus?
He's no longer an ore baron. He's got plans of his own, and Corinus...
I don't know why his
will
opening
feel that
lines are a
before
totally
long.
different inflection.
Raven? Dangerous? Oh well.
What do you know? You don't know him like I do. He was a miserable swine even back then. But these days, he has changed since the fall of the barrier. There's a black shadow across his face. His fierce glance will pierce you
Everything
like
after
the claws
that
of
is
a
not
raptor.
vanilla.
If you look into his eyes for too long. My only advice to you is, leave Corinus as fast as you can.
Fast.
Before it's too late. There's nothing here for you, except for certain death.
I don't believe a word you're saying.
Hey, it's true. I swear on my mother's grave.
There's this fellow with an eye patch. He's looking for you.
Everybody's looking for me. I couldn't care less. If that guy has some business with me, let him come here.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I've never, like, listened to the two different dialogues side by side to realize which ones are different.
And what do you intend to do now? Kill me?
Yeah, but you set us all free. That's why I'm giving you another chance. Beat it. Disappear. Make yourself invisible. Go and don't cross my path again.
I need to know where you brought those people.
Well, you could try beating it out of me. It's better for you if you leave now. If I see you around here again, I won't hesitate to kill you.
Favorite part about this is how Greg doesn't show up until you aggro something here.
Just you wait, you bitch. Die, you filthy bandit.
Oh god, what have I done? Oh, that's not the right way to do it.
You'll regret this.
You're in for it now.
Oh god, a second man. Oh my god, I can't hit anybody. Why are they all coming in? Ah! I'm happy then, idiots. Oh god.
So much for you, lowlife.
This is not going well. A fire rain would solve some problems here. Where could I find one? Give me a lot of XP that Gregory usually steals. Horse leading to bandits near Lobart. Oh, that's Fireball, idiot. Ledge above bandit camp near Sekop. Snapper Cave up to Engar's Amulet. Small mountain above Diego. Buried treasure near Priest's house. Fire Devil Cave. Ruins on Sharp Turn going to Pirates. Great Hall near Dreth. So there's only one in this part of the world. Unless I buy one from Zurus.
I couldn't care less.
He couldn't care less. I'm gonna go nab one and come back.
Who said that?
Beyond. Squawkus, squawkus, squawkus. Yoink. Oh my god. Why am I still being followed by a goblin? Fucking little shit bastard. Jesus! We're gonna go a different way. There's less goblonious. What do I... Every time you move in render range of field raiders, they always spawn in like a couple feet off the ground. Wargs! Buzz, buzz. Hopefully I can do this without dying. If I die, then I lose my sprints.
You're in for it now.
Am I in for it now? Oh, sweet genius. Whoa, buddy! Calm your tits. Stop with your shooting. That should do the trick. Bagork. Okay. We have made it. Blah, 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 blah. And it is fire time.
I'm gonna rip.
Why have they not died? What is going on? Ugh. I forgot. I don't feel like that used to be that predictable. Like, it should work. Is it just because I didn't have somebody targeted? Do I need another spell? Hang on, maybe that's why. Do those two. Maybe just being able to switch to another spell fixes it? Yeah, there we go. That's a ticket. Get any of those nerds. Gregory has not shown up. But Dexter has died. How do I resolve this conundrum? Can I still resolve this? Gur growl. I'll try something silly.
That's exactly what I
Because
said.
those ones are aggroed. They were coming after me.
Things would have turned out differently.
Yeah.
if it hadn't been for us.
Why haven't I heard about this?
What are you doing? Come on,
Ah,
man. Get on the
stay
thing.
I could have told you that before.
Or snapper weed.
All over again.
No.
You don't have to ask me that.
I used to say that myself.
Who said that?
You can't rely on that.
Just you wait, you son of a bitch.
Just stay away from me with that. See,
Magic of
that wasn't
yours.
so hard.
Oh, it was not hard.
Ah, Dexter bought it, right?
Looks like he's dead.
None too soon either. Go check out what he's got on him.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to plunder. Nothing to be had there. Nothing there.
Yes. Elaborate. This one, you mean? Why am I just breaking lockpicks like mad? Will you determine why that occurs?
Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there.
So if I remember correctly, this gate here did not exist in vanilla. Because anytime I tried to take these guys on back in the day, the mine crawlers would come out to try and eat the corpses. And then get in my way. Why is he on the fucking mantle? What is a wald? Huh.
Dexter carried nothing but this letter.
Show me that thing.
Show me that thing.
Oh, damn it, that doesn't help me at all. We shouldn't have just let him croak like that. You wouldn't happen to know how to cross those mountains in the northeast of Corinus.
Maybe through an underground tunnel? The water mages are currently studying a portal which leads to the mountains in the northeast.
What's this nonsense? Ah, water mages. Can't you come up with something better?
No.
So I'm stranded here. Dexter was my last hope.
What did you want from Dexter?
I've come from beyond the mountains in the northeast of this island, and I want to go back. I had hoped that the bastard would know how to get there without a ship.
I saw a pirate named Skip near the port.
That moron. I waited there for 3 days, so why is he coming so late? Once I get my strength back, I'll give 'em what for.
What is there beyond those mountains?
You had better not try to go there. Those are rough lands. A wimp like you wouldn't last long.
One more thing.
I'm grateful that you helped me, but that doesn't make us friends, if you get my drift.
Holy shit. I feel like in this game, I fail the 50-50 chance of picking the right direction in the lockpicking way more often. Scub-a-dump. I think I was just enjoying the nice armchair, staring at the mantle, and Dexter's slowly warming carcass. What is this output meant to be? What is it meant to guard? Outpost, you mean? I think it was just supposed to be... like, I don't know. Because this is like a lighthouse. So, it's just obviously an asset that they just reused. But, I think it's just supposed to be like an abandoned... like, just... settlement? Not really a settlement. But, like, for the mines here. The mines are abandoned probably because they stopped being productive. So long, idiot. You loser. Why am I going sideways? No! You mean Greg? Tell Greg about the water mages. These dumb boys. Oh no. They have found their way. Oh, one has. You strafing dickhead! Nice. Uh-oh. Tough one's coming. I find it funny how this guy's the least aggroable, but also by far the most dangerous guy here. He just inexplicably guards that one thing.
So much for you, lowlife.
The bit. He's sleeping, idiot. It died. Let's save in case I go flying. Trying to get up here. Fuego bow. The most awesome and useless item in the game. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. I need a sleep. So, I'll be away for a bit. And probably back some weekday next week. But now, or you know what, I may find time on the weekend between plans. For now,
nothing there.
I am away. And we'll be back whenever I am able. Till then, have yourselves a wonderful night. Stay safe, stay healthy. Hello, Otis. And goodbye. I have never noticed this bug before. I'm pretty sure it is new. Why do the sound effects restart every time I scroll? Goodbye.